guys, it's Cyrus Switz here for Ascend Trading. Just a quick little market recap on the state of mining. Bitmain right now has released a new device, the Z11. It's a new Equihash miner that does 135 kilosouls per second, and it's only priced at $1,242. You had to be part of the secret circle because it's sold out. It's gone. But this is batch one. Now, if you guys remember, I had told you when the new Z9 miner batches were coming out, there's a possibility they wouldn't overclock. And I had said when the Z Biggie came out, it wouldn't overclock. You're going to run into this issue with this miner. It's optimized for what it is. This is what Innosilicon does best. That's why you don't have any options to really play around with it, because they optimize it from factory, giving you a couple of settings for you to choose on your power usage. Now, what am I talking about? Let's scroll forward here to what Bitmain is doing. You can see here, Bitmain says the reference at the wall is 1,418 watts. Now, what we know from Bitmain is they're usually not that efficient as what they claim. That is why when looking at this, you see where it says 135 kilosouls. It doesn't list the 1418 under it. At 142 kilosouls, it says it's going to use 1,673 watts. This leaves me to think that we're using at least 1,500 watts to get 135 kilosouls. It's just going off based on what I have seen and what I've experienced with Bitmain and when their products come out. That being said, until this physically gets in the hands of people, we're not going to know exactly what this thing can do. Now, taking a quick look at the device itself, it's a double stacked front fan only. It comes with an additional power supply for $88. That's going to give you roughly a total price of $1,330 for this entire unit to you. Shipping, of course, is going to be different because shipping to you could be different shipping to me. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at this from a mindset of building out a mining farm for upgrading our equipment. If everyone remembers when Innosilicon came out with this version, which is roughly slightly better than twice the power of the A9, but the efficiency wasn't quite there, as it was using 1,550 watts. This, in my mindset, is roughly what we're going to be seeing for an efficiency from Bitmain. This is what I believe. They're going to be around the 1,550 watt range. Now, to bring this full circle, when we were discussing this, we said that there wasn't enough of an advance in the technology to move forward with upgrading our farms with this device. So we decided just to hold and stay on cash. Now, with this Antminer Z11, again, the technological advancement isn't quite there, but the price reduction is. At $1,442, you're asking for 25% of what Innosilicon is to get slightly better performance. So it's all about the cost to performance. And from a mindset of a miner, we're going to break this down real simple. If we take $1,442 and we add the $88 to it, because there's no point getting a miner without the power supply, so you're looking at $1,330. Divided that by the souls you're going to get, you're going to get slightly less than 1 cent a soul. In order to make this comparable, what we would then take is this 1 cent a soul that we're getting. It's 0.00985185185 repeating. You take that and then you times it by what Innosilicon is going to give you at the 120,000 solutions, and that will give you a price of $1,182.22. That means that if Innosilicon drops their miner to 1,000 $182.22, then they're equal as a soul per soul solution basis to what the Bitmain has. Or Innosilicon has to increase the miner's power for this price. The easiest thing to do is drop the price. As you can see, all the miners that have come out for Equihash really haven't been that much more efficient than the actual A9. So costs have to start coming down. And that's where Innosilicon ball is in their court. They're going to have to reduce their price by 76.35%. If they do that with the miner power supply included, they would be on equal footing with Bitmain, and then we wouldn't have to go to what many call the bit enemy. This could be Bitmain's last ditch effort to get back into the mining market after so many things had not gone their way. That Z9 mini first two batches were good. After they locked you out of doing the overclocking, sales on that was kaputzed. And then included the biggie. The biggie was just not what it should have been because they didn't allow overclocking on it. Again, Bitmain's going to flash some coupons at people. Not on this first batch, though, but they're going to flash some coupons at people to try and get you, entice you into it. But at the end of the day, Innosilicon always had a more efficient product. This now could be different. So, for those of you out there, and you're thinking about whether or not you should upgrade, I'd wait to see what Innosilicon's comeback is going to be, because a price drop on what you know is effective quality equipment to me is a better bang for your money than buying something that is experimental, that has been known to not allow you to do overclocking. And just by looking at the stats, I'm thinking that it's not going to be as efficient as it's claiming to be. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. And then also, just to give you guys another thing too, is that a lot of people who are going to break this down are not actual miners with actual mining hardware, who are not going to actually understand what we're doing here. But when you actually look at this, there's a little asterisk, a little numerex that they've put there for reference power on the wall. It says 1 to 3. You've got to look at the notes. And this says these are going to be at certain temperatures, and the refers to a power conversion efficiency of 93%. Now, 93% I believe is platinum, and in order for you to get that, you usually have to be on 220 volts. So anyone that's using this in your house at 110, because some people are going to say you can squeak by and use this in your house, I would not say that's going to be a possibility. I'm going to say that you need to have a dedicated space to this, because even at 110, if it was to do that, you're barely squeaking by, because you got to worry about the fluctuations. So I'm saying this is for a dedicated 220 in order to get your 93% efficiency. In order to come even close to these numbers here, I'm thinking you're going to hit in the 1550 ballpark for watts used. But that's the breakdown, guys, what I'm giving you. That's what I'm looking at here. Waiting on Innosilicon's response to see what they're going to come back with. I'm hoping they just slash the price right off the bat, send out a batch email, and then we can start buying some new devices, because I've been looking to upgrade. But at the same time, my miner is making money. It's already paid for itself, because I bought batch 1, as I told everyone. I bought batch 2 because of the price reduction. I skipped batch 3 because I said don't buy batch 3. Batch 4 we all bought, and then that's it. We didn't buy any more batches after that, because any models after that, you're just basically eating money it's never going to recoup. Batch 1 usually does well, and because of the price of the coins at the time, it was even better, because the mindset on a miner, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that when you buy one of these ASICs, you're making the decision that you're going to mine more coins than the coins it's going to take out of your pocket to buy it. And because of the price drop, I was very, very easily able to get those coins back and break even in months. For some people, by the time the third batch was out, I'd already broken even on the first batch and halfway there on the second one, because that batch was also mining for the next one. And that's how we rolled up the farm. Fourth batch has already paid itself off long in spades, and we've just been collecting cash on this. And basically the mindset is you're going to let it run until it becomes a complete doorstop. Difference on the GPU is you got different applications, different coins you can use. But this is specific if you're Equihash, and we wanted something that was efficient. Well, Bitmain may have came out with something now. So leave it to you guys. It's in your ballpark. Make your decisions. It's not investment advice. Just telling you what from one miner who's looking at upgrading what's out there. And this has been the first device that's been worth my time to actually look into actually getting, thus to actually put a video up. So, this has been Osiris Twits for Ascend Trading, out.